Hey y'all, and thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. Today is Memorial Day, and I think Caroline and Jamie and Judah are going to make it home from the beach in time for supper. So we're going to just grill out hamburgers. But I wanted a really special side dish to go with that. So stay tuned. We're making a delicious, not your ordinary, but a delicious baked bean bake casserole type thing. So stay tuned. Hey y'all, well, I have been at the grocery store. I don't know why I chose Memorial Day to do my big grocery shopping. But y'all, my grocery shopping is not for the faint of heart. I do my grocery shopping about once a month. And sometimes even longer. And I go to 2 stores. I always start at Aldi. And I go to Walmart. And then sometimes I'll add in Food Lion. But today it was just Aldi and Walmart. And is it worth that? You know, and I only have to go back to the grocery store here and there, like when we run out of milk or when we run out of bread, or if there's something special I want to make. And a lot of times I can just call the kids and say, hey, stop by the grocery store. Y'all, my hand's going to be here for just a second. My arm was getting tired. So anyway, is it beneficial to grocery shop like that? I don't know. I don't have to go every week, and I don't have to make a menu really every week. I make kind of a broad menu, cook from my freezer, and just buy things that we use a lot. I think it does maybe save us money, and so that's a good thing. But I am exhausted when I get back from grocery shopping. So, if you look over here on my brown cabinet, it is full of groceries. I don't normally have that many groceries sitting on my brown cabinet. That's for my canned goods and my flour and sugar and stuff. I don't usually have that many groceries. And it's just because I hadn't had time to clean out the old and put the new away. And look, it gets better than that. Hang on. The whole table is full of groceries I haven't even unpacked yet. So, but I've got to get this dish on to, I can make it ahead of time. It's something I can make and then deal with that. And so I want to go ahead and get this made and get it off my shoulders. We're going to grill out hamburgers today. So, we're going to make this baked bean. This is not my recipe. Let me tell you about this recipe. A couple years ago, it may not even been a couple, I think it has been a couple years. Anyway, they were new to the church, and it was probably their first homecoming at the church. And she brought this baked bean dish. Well, I can eat a spoonful of baked beans here and there, but it's not something I have to have or anything that's like a big deal to anybody in my family. But these were so good. I mean, they were so good. I went back and back and back and kept getting more and more and more. So I asked her if I could have a recipe. So she sent me her recipe. So this is her baked bean recipe. It is so good. So good. Okay, guys, so the first thing we're going to do is cut up about half of a green pepper. I may do a little bit more than half because this was a pretty small green pepper. And about half of an onion usually, but this onion is really small. So we're going to cut up the whole thing. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just chopping. Okay guys, I've got a pound of hamburger over here, and I'm fixing to turn it on to start browning. And I'm going to go ahead and throw I just did a half of that green pepper and that little bitty onion, so I think that's going to be plenty. So I'm just going to let that kind of cook up together. And while that's cooking up together, I'm going to slice up a Polish sausage. Now, I say this is a Polish sausage, but this is a little bit of my ignorance coming out. It says Polska Kielbasa. It's a Kielbasa sausage. And I am assuming that is Polish sausage. I don't know. But I just know it's going to work. It'll be just as good, if not better. Now, y'all, let me tell you the coolest thing that happened to me while I'm chopping this. See? I'm chopping the sausage. So, I want to tell you the coolest thing that happened to me today. I was at the grocery store. And I was actually overlooking at the Polish sausage. And I was standing there and this lady came up to me and she said, "I know where I know you from." I said, "Where do you know me from?" And she said, "I watch your videos." Y'all, that just absolutely made my day. So, ma'am, if you are watching, I did not get your name, and I am so sorry, but you just absolutely made my day. Send me an email. My email is listed below. Send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. You absolutely made my day. So, anyway, we're going to cut up the Polish sausage. And we're going to call it that, whether it is or not. But I know, no matter what it is, this will work great. This is also what I use when I make sauerkraut and weenies. Goodness, it's so good. So good. And once that gets to browning the hamburger, I'm going to throw this sausage in there as well and cook that with it. But I need to get it broke up, and I need to get it like chopped up a little bit, the hamburger. And y'all, since the hamburger really isn't the star of this dish, I just bought one of those tube hamburgers. I don't normally buy the tube hamburgers. Well, I take that back. I used to buy them all the time when I made like taco salads a lot, and you used to buy ground turkey that way. But I haven't bought it like that. And of course, now the last few, well, at least the last year, I've had my own hamburger from our own cow out here. But yeah, I just bought one of those tube hamburgers today for this. Because this is not even the star of this dish. I went to Aldi and I bought, I think their baked beans, their canned baked beans are the best anywhere. And y'all, and that says a lot coming from me. I used to be kind of a grocery snob. When Bryant and I were dating, he went to the grocery store with me one time. And I think he really had to step back and ask himself, could he marry me? My mama always bought name brand everything. That's just the way my mama did things. So I bought name brand everything. So the first time he went grocery shopping with me, he was used to buying off-brand to save money because my husband is a money saver. And he was like, I don't know if she can compromise. But I think I've surprised him. I've compromised a lot. I buy off-brand just about everything now. With the exception of mayonnaise, peanut butter, and toilet paper. Yeah. So, and cereals. Now, that's where I was going with this. When I first started shopping at Aldi, I really kind of had my mind made up that everything was going to be bad and nothing was going to be good. Now, I will say I don't buy their cereal, and my kids don't like their cereal. My husband swore up and down they could tell a difference. I mean, they wouldn't be able to tell a difference. And so he played a trick on them one time. We had both cereals in the house, and he just took the bags out of the Aldi brand and he switched it with the name brand, and they could tell. So I don't buy Aldi cereal. But I'm so ashamed to say that I had my mind made up that I wasn't going to like their stuff. And I'll never forget the first item that I purchased, and I was like, this is better than what I'm used to buying. And I bought, it was canned tuna. I know that's not gourmet, canned tuna. But I was used to buying Bumblebee canned tuna. Albacore, white albacore tuna. And so I bought some tuna from Aldi, and I was just convinced I was not going to like it. Well, I opened it up, and it was the meatiest, the whitest, the thickest, the most solid tuna I have ever had. I love Aldi tuna. Well, then I got to buying everything. So now I buy just about everything at Aldi. Now I still have to go to Walmart because they don't have everything I need. But I buy their brand just about everything. The produce is a little hit and miss. You got to find it on a good day. But I buy it. If it looks good, I buy it. And it's good. Like I said, the only thing I really don't buy there is their cereal. That's the only thing. And, and I don't do their bread. I do like, and I did buy some bread today, but I'm going to use it for a breakfast casserole. I don't know why I don't do their bread. Some things I do know. Their pita bread, I get that all the time. Their sub rolls are amazing. I buy those all the time. But like their loaf bread, I guess that's another name brand thing I'm stuck on. I'm kind of stuck on my Nature's Own. So, yep. Alright, I'm just going to add in this kielbasa sausage. And I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Okay, so there's everything in there right now, cooking up together. Now, I am doing this recipe, and I don't have her here to ask, was I supposed to use the whole kielbasa sausage thing? So I'm just going to eyeball this, what I think it should look like. So I'm just getting all this cooked up together. I'm getting the green pepper softened, and I think I'm going to put a little salt and pepper in here. Just season it up a little bit. Not much, because there's so much flavor going on there. Now, what I was saying earlier is about brand name stuff. But I'm going to tell you something. Aldi, I think I've already told you, but I'm going to reiterate it. Their baked beans are better than Bush's baked beans. They are so good. I mean, I could open up a can and eat these. And where with Bush's, I'd have to doctor up. And, I still probably would doctor those too. And I'm doctoring it today. But I think they're so good. So if you've ever had any store, it doesn't have to be Aldi, that just happens to be the one I'm talking about. If you have a store that you're iffy about, try it before you make up your mind you're not going to like it. I mean, we tell our kids that all the time. Don't say you don't like it until you've tried it. And so same thing with us. I'm ashamed to say that I have those feelings. And not everything. I don't like everything. But I buy off-brand just about everything now. And I realize that saving a little bit of money is better than having to have the name brand, because nobody knows if it tastes just as good. Nobody knows I'm eating the name brand. I mean, really? It doesn't help my social status any. But anyway, so yeah, and the lady in the grocery store just absolutely made my day. Now in this bowl right here, I've got 3/4 cup of sugar, and I'm gonna add some ketchup to it. I don't know how much ketchup to add. I don't know yet, because I don't. It was said ketchup to taste, so I'm not sure. This recipe, like I said, it came from my friend Brenda. And I've just texted her to make sure it was okay. I videoed her recipe, and so I may be butchered it, but we're gonna see. Already, I mean, you can't go wrong with this already, even if this was just a side dish. So I'm gonna get the ketchup out and get a few items ready, and we're gonna put it in a tin pan, and we're gonna bake it in the oven. And I'm gonna go ahead and bake it and do everything so we can be done, and then I just heat it up for supper tonight. Okay, so I'm going to show you my lazy man's trick. It needs draining just a little bit, not an awful lot, but enough I need to do something. But I don't want to dump it out and drain it. So I'm kind of tilting it over, and I've pushed everything to the side. My burner's down on low. And I'm just going to take a wad of paper towels. And I wish I had my tongs, but I don't. I may have more in here than I thought I did. And I'm just turning it over. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but just don't cook your paper towel. You don't want to cook it. I'm just soaking up some of this grease so I don't have to dump out everything. And I flipped my paper towel over. And if I had tongs, it would be so much better. My trash can is real close by, so I just drop it in. Now, if you're nervous or if you're cooking over an open flame, I would not do that. Things could go awry real quick. But that's just something I do when I don't necessarily want to dump it all out to drain it. And it's really not about the dumping out, it's about the dishes that I have to do. Okay, and I'm not going to mix together the ketchup and sugar because I'm really not sure how much ketchup. So I'm going to put this in, and we may have to transfer this to a different pot. I thought I could mix everything together in here, and I'm hoping I still can. And I bought 2 of these cans in case one is not enough. I'm still not sure, because since the recipe was very specific for Bush's, and so I'm not sure. I didn't even look at Bush's to see what size can I needed. So I may need in fact, I think I'm going to use about half of another can. I don't know. I don't know if this is what it's supposed to look like or not. Let me do some contemplating and thinking on this, and I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, guys, I think I used the right size of baked bean can, but I kind of want a few more baked beans. So I opened up my other can and used about half of it. It's 1 can is 28 ounces, and I'm pretty sure that's the size that is called for. So now I'm just sprinkling the sugar in. And I've got my burner on low. And I'm just going to mix this up. And then I'm just going to squirt some ketchup in. Doesn't this look good? Oh my goodness. This looks so good, y'all. And then the day she brought it to church, I think it was a homecoming meal. Oh my goodness, I could not get enough. And you should have seen us all trying to figure out who made the baked beans. We were like, we go to table by table. Who made the baked beans? Did you make the baked beans? No, did you make the baked beans? Who made the baked beans? We got to find out who made the baked beans. And we found out it was Brenda. And she was so sweet to share her recipe. Not only was she sweet to share with me her recipe, but also to let me film it. All right, I'm going to grab the ketchup, and we're just going to eyeball that because there's no measurement on the recipe. So we're just going to eyeball the ketchup. Probably shouldn't do that on my glass top stove. I'm just kind of going around and around. That looks good to me. I would say that was probably maybe a third of a cup. Fourth to a third. I don't know. I don't know how much to add. I don't know. Now I know why everybody gets aggravated at me when I don't put the recipe or don't give measurements. But this she just passed on the recipe she had, so. And probably for, you know, each person that makes it, they probably just eyeball the ketchup. All right. Now, one more thing before we throw it in the pan. And I'm going to let you say it because I struggle with it. Worcestershire sauce. I have so struggled with that word, and I'm just giving a few little sprinkles. I don't even have my oven preheated. Preheat start. 350. We're going to preheat it to 350. Alright. We're going to pour it in a pan. I'm going to lay half. I'm going to cut some bacon strips in half. Lay them on top, cover it up, and we're going to bake it for a while, and then we'll uncover it and bake the, let the bacon get done. Let me give this a taste before we, you know, the chef's always supposed to taste their food. So, let's taste it, and we might can tell if I need more ketchup or not. Oh my goodness. That is perfect. Oh, that is so good, y'all. So good. Oh. Okay. So y'all know I love my trusty tin pans. Let me move my stuff out of the way. Now I've got to figure out what to, season my hamburgers that we're going to grill with. I can't decide if I want to season them with Weber Steak and Chop. Do I want to season them with Hidden Valley Ranch, the powder dressing or seasoning? I don't think I have any Lipton onion soup mix. I used to season them with that. I don't think I have any of that. Alright, y'all. You know what? First I gotta get these pans out of the oven. Do y'all stick your pans back in the oven? I always stick my pans back in the oven. Y'all, I have a little bitty kitchen. Little bitty kitchen with no room whatsoever. You know, I'm going to spray the pan. I don't know why I'm going to spray the pan, but I'm going to spray the pan. Bryant was looking for the spray yesterday, so I bought some today. Okay. Alright. Crisco butter spray. Alright. That's so heavy. So heavy. I'm going to get y'all. You can see my trash on the floor. Oh my goodness, y'all, this is so good. I'm so excited I made this. I asked Isaac this morning, I said, do you want baked beans or pasta salad? Because I make a really good pasta salad too. I can't take any credit for this. I am just making it. All I know is it's really good. This is really thin bacon. I do not like this bacon. If you watch my German pancake video, this is from that. But it might cook up pretty good on this. I've got some really cool videos coming. One of my viewers has sent me a recipe. I'm so excited to try it. It's called a cabbage casserole. I went today to get everything I needed to make it, which I had just about everything. But I've never had a cabbage casserole. So we're going to try that out later this week. I'm going to make a breakfast casserole for you guys. Sounds like it's going to be casserole time. I don't know what else I'm going to make. I don't know. I have to wait and see. I don't know how many bacon slices I need to put on this. I probably should cut that little fatty end off. I'm going to cut it off here. So yeah, I've got some cool videos coming up tomorrow. We're going to a little Amish community close to where we used to live, not far from where we used to live. And we're taking the seniors from church. Okay, there you go, guys. I'm going to cover it with tinfoil, get it in to bake, and I'll see you when it comes out. Okay guys, well the baked beans were in there for an hour and a half, and then I took the tinfoil off and just let them cook till the bacon was done. I didn't really time it, maybe 5 more minutes, not much longer. So I'm going to get them out now. Judah just got home, and Carolina and Jamie. All right. I'm going to go ahead and try a little bit. But Bryant's not in the house right now, so he'll have to try it later. I'm just going to kind of stir it up a little bit. Y'all, this is so good. It's really hot. It's hot, hot, hot. Oh my goodness. That is delicious. That is delicious. This could be a main course. This does not have to be a side dish. I mean, you got your meat in there. That's so good. I can't wait for the family to get in here and try this. I'm going to put the tin foil back on it. Keep it warm. It's coming out actually perfect. I've got the burgers patted out. And I actually seasoned them with both. I did them with steak and chop and a little bit of the ranch. So, they should be really good. I've already got my lettuce, my tomato, my onions sliced up on plates. The table's set. The beans are out of the oven and they'll stay hot for a while. And the chips are on the table. The buns are on the table. I need to get my ketchup and mayonnaise. But as soon as Bryant and the rest of the family get in the house, I'll bring you back and get their reaction on the baked beans. Okay, Bryant's going to try the beans now.
Alright guys, here, take a look at all that's in here. See that bacon, see that sausage, and that hamburger meat right there. Just get you a scoop like that. About like that. And that's delicious. I give it a 12 out of 10.
12 out of 10. And there's our burgers for the night. Here's some more. And we have shrimp. There's our baked beans. There's my boy. There's Jamie and Caroline. And Jitterbug!
Say hey, Jitterbug.
Say hey! Tell him bye. Say bye-bye. Nope, he's not doing it. Well, there you have it on the baked beans. The better than baked beans. So, thank y'all for watching. Y'all got to try this. Oh, cabinet door's open. Y'all have got to try this. It is delicious. It'll be one of your favorite sides, especially in the summer when you're going to cookouts and so forth. So you've got to try it. Thank you, Brenda, for sharing your recipe. And thanks whoever shared it with you. So y'all have a great day. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything.